Most of us heard about migration to European countries nowadays. It is a popular political and also public theme. This video will try to explain and show different points of view on migration. Mainly, it will be focused on situation in one of the migration way, which in most cases ends in Bosnia, near and in makeshift refugee camp near city Velika Kladuša, which is shown on the screen. This video will show short story of one chosen migrant. To begin, I would like to show you the journey of Hamza. Is he a migrant or a refugee? I think this is needed to be explained because many people misunderstand these expressions. Migrant is a person moving to another place, and the reason could be economical. On the other hand, refugee is a person mostly from an area which is hardly damaged by war or events like droughts or floods. In my video, I'm using word migrant because the difference here doesn't matter that much, and it could mean any migrant or refugee. So Hamza is from Syria. In some cases, migrants are from families which could be poor. Hamza is unfortunately from that one. His family decided to sell things and took a loan to give that money to the chosen one to travel to Europe. Hamza was chosen because he is the strongest and has the biggest chance to survive the journey. You might ask, why anyone would do that? Hamza's family was that poor, and the possibility of getting a remittance from him was so good that they just took the chance. And also, there was not much left in Syria for him because of droughts and political situation. So Hamza decided to go. In some cases, migrants pay mafia and smugglers to transport them closer to the border. It is illegal. If they want to legally migrate there is such a bureaucratic process, so they have almost no chance. And nowadays, there is an overrun of legal asylum seekers. So Hamza decided to pay 2,000 euros to mafia to transport him as close to European Union as they can. On the whole journey, he was just carrying his bag and almost nothing else. In some cases, the journey, which takes us like 4 hours by plane, takes years for them. There is a lot of things which could go wrong, such as mafia is not doing what was promised, or police could catch them and jail them, or many other. Or Hamza made it to Velika Kladuša, which is a city near a makeshift refugee camp in Bosnia. He went through really hard times, and now he is just a step from asylum of the EU, because after he crosses the border, there is a law which should secure you. So at night, Hamza decided with other migrants to go and play the game, as they call it. Unfortunately for him, for the first time, he gets caught by police. But not just caught. Obviously, they have beaten him and took all his money and broke his mobile phone. He just wanted to go there and ended up beaten, robbed, and his most valuable things were destroyed. He has nothing right now. There is no way to contact the family, no way to go back home. And even when he could come back, his family might hate him because they spent so much money and hope for him. So, what to think about all this? One point of view could be is that it was illegal to cross the border and police is just doing their thing, which is protecting the borders from illegal migrants, no? On the other hand, do you think that it is appropriate to beat, rob and destroy his items in that case. So how this situation could be solved? Who can solve it and how? And there is more of that. Are we, as a developed countries, responsible to some part, for example, for war in Syria, by selling them weapons? Or are we responsible for climate change, which is caused mostly by developed countries? Should we let them suffer and forget about them there? Or is the way to let them all into Europe? These are the questions which have to be considered by governments and EU, and because these are not an easy questions, it takes time to really act in these situations. But the time is what we do not have. Now it's winter and people there are almost freezing. So what could